Hello Gemini, this is Inspire 2016 with your weekly tarot reading for the week commencing the 26th of February until the 4th of March 2024. The first card for you is representing, how do you feel about yourself? Your card is the Nine of Swords. Your experience of the world is greatly influenced by our expectations, desires, and fears, and therefore you are largely the creator of your own world, and your attitudes determine how you experience that world. The Nine of Swords can also reflect fear of the future, or what may possibly happen in the future. If you allow yourself to be bound by fear of the future, you are at risk of eventually creating a negative reality for yourself by virtue of your expectations. Your nightmare becomes your self-fulfilling prophecy, which is clearly not a desirable outcome. Generally, this card is an indication that you are worrying excessively about a situation. You are literally being kept up at night because you are so anxious about a particular issue. It is possible you are working yourself up unnecessarily, and, if you were to look at the situation more objectively, you may come to realize that it is not as bad as you are making it out to be. In fact, all that worry and despair is what is making it worse, so rather than fretting about it, do something to change it. Although most people experience fear, frustration, and uncertainty at some point in their lives, you should not allow those negative emotions to immobilize you or keep you from pursuing your goals with enthusiasm and hope. Expect at least some level of uncertainty in the future, and draw upon your inner strength to remain as flexible and adaptable to that uncertainty as possible. The Nine of Swords can also indicate that you are being incredibly hard on yourself, putting yourself down or engaging in negative self-talk. For every mistake you make, you blame yourself and become worked up and angry at yourself for messing up again. So, ask yourself why you are being so hard on yourself. How are you putting yourself down, or what is the source of your depression? What can you do to make yourself feel better? The second card for you is representing, what do you want most right now? Your card is the Two of Wands. What do you want most right now is to take your idea and turn it into a feasible plan that you know will lead to your success. It is no longer just an idea, but you now have a plan in place to ensure that your idea is carried out as you had intended. The Two of Wands is also about discovery, particularly as you step outside of your comfort zone and explore new worlds and new experiences. It may take some courage to take the first step, but this card gives you the confidence of self-knowledge. You know what your goal is, what your creative process is directing for you, and you are confident in its eventual fulfillment. The Two of Wands indicates that you will begin to consider your longer-term goals and aspirations, and will plan ahead for what you need to do to achieve these goals. You have already come so far, but now you feel it is ready for a change, this time with your long-term future in mind. You may be considering overseas travel, further education, or a major career change at this point, in order to expand your learning and development, and to grow your horizons beyond your immediate environment. With careful planning and a moderated approach, you will set yourself up for success in the future. The twos in tarot often represent decisions of some sort. In the case of the Two of Wands, you are making a decision between sticking with what you know, or expanding your horizons and taking a risk. You know that the world has to offer you something bigger or more meaningful, yet you are also aware that in order to maximize on this opportunity, you must leave your familiar grounds. Even though you have already invested a lot into your current circumstances, for you to be able to grow and to maximize your potential, it is imperative that you step out into a new world and explore your options. This card shows the patience and focus of your intent. You have got the ball rolling and have started out on your journey, so now it is time to patiently wait for your rewards and watch as your ideas begin to materialize. The third card for you is representing your fears. Your card is the Nine of Pentacles. You are afraid of financial setbacks, or you have experienced a loss due to unwise decisions or foolish actions. Your foundations may be about to give way. If they do, learn from your mistakes and build a more solid and secure foundation next time. The Nine of Pentacles can also indicate an overinvestment in work. You are working long hours at the detriment of your personal life. This is a good time to return to a natural setting, e.g. a forest, beach, mountain or lake, to restore your energies and rejuvenate yourself. You may need to release some of your focus on needing to sustain particular income and a particular standard of living, especially if this is coming in the way of other life priorities, such as family or relationships. You may think you need the best of everything, but really, all you need is your family and loved ones around you. Do not be afraid to take a cut to your income for a short time, or to reduce your hours at work, even if this means that you have to eat rice and beans each night for a week to make up for it. It is important that you are focused on what is most important to you. Finances may need to come second, and while you need to at least have food on the table, there may be some areas where you can cut back and reduce your dependence on material wealth. You want to be able to lead a luxurious life, but there is something getting in the way. For example, part of you knows you deserve a beautiful home, but another part of you doubts yourself and whether or not you can truly afford it, or whether you are going too far and splurging. You want to be surrounded by beauty, but you also do not want to be dependent on material possessions for your satisfaction and fulfillment. You do not want to be seen as spending your money frivolously, and so you are reluctant to invest in luxury. The fourth card for you is representing what is going for you. Your card is the Nine of Cups. You will be happy in all areas of your life, such as health, finances, work, luck, love, or relationships. This is your wish card, as its appearance is often taken as a sign that, whatever your heart's desire, it shall be granted in the coming days or weeks. Know that you have paved our own way on the path to success. As a Cups card, the Nine usually refers to an emotionally fulfilling situation, such as the strengthening of a romantic bond, the solidification of a friendship, or the consummation of a sexual relationship. It shows that joy and happiness are within your grasp. In fact, you probably already have them. It is a sign to enjoy the abundance of life and to feel each of your emotions as if you had never felt any of them before. See the perfection all around you. The Nine of Cups is also about counting your blessings, living in the moment, and enjoying the good things that life has to offer. Start or end every day by creating a mental list of the 3 things you are most grateful for. You will find that over time, you indeed have a lot to be happy about, and it may increase your feeling of deep contentment and fulfillment. The Nine of Cups represents stability and advancement. This card signals delight and pleasure, contentment with what you have accomplished so far, and forms a steady foundation for the future. Your worries are all in the past, and you can look forward to a bright future. The man in the Nine of Cups also appears to have a certain smug look on his face. Indulge yourself in knowing that you have worked hard to get here, and you have achieved the results you had hoped for. The fifth card for you is representing what is going against you. Your card is the Queen of Cups. You are afraid of your negative emotional mental state play in your head. You are allowing your imagination to run away with you. You mean well, but unfortunately you cannot be relied on. You are letting your emotions take hold, and you are not thinking clearly with your head. At its worst, the precious qualities of imagination and flowing fantasy might turn out to be weakness and thoughtlessness, turning in any direction that any wind may blow, getting lost in a dream world of unreal fantasies. You are becoming easily overwhelmed by emotion, and you are becoming moody, unstable, brooding, suspicious, and overly secretive. The Queen of Cups represents an over-emotional wreck who can be driven to manipulative and vindictive behavior. Your mood swings are making life difficult for others, and you are emotionally draining on those around you. You tend to play the emotional heartstrings to your advantage. Within you, you may also harbor angst and self-loathing for your inability to do more with yourself and your talents. This card heralds a time when separating the emotions from any sense of sensibility may be difficult. Strong emotions may seem to take all parties on a roller coaster ride. Within projects, jobs, or workplaces, all members may feel their emotions are a little frayed from stress. With this in mind, the Queen of Cups also warns against entering into any agreements with those who seem to play on your sense of guilt or pull on your emotional heartstrings, for they may not be what they seem. The Queen of Cups can indicate an over-reliance on other people's emotional responses, which may result in a codependency type relationship. You may want to examine your current relationships. Is there codependency? Are you giving too much of yourself and not getting anything in return? This queen nurtures for the sake of inducing dependency and places undue importance on being in a relationship, no matter what its quality. There could also be a tendency towards having too many expectations from your partner. The last card for you is representing the likely outcome that you may have. Your card is the Two of Cups. There will be a beautiful start to a new romance in which you experienced understanding, harmony, and deep love between two souls. The seed has blossomed into a tree of appreciation. Kindness and thoughtfulness will bind your two hearts together with the feeling of being simultaneously very special to one another. This card can also refer to marriage, proposals, and engagements, particularly as this card portrays what looks like a wedding or hand fasting. It is a reflection of commitment between two individuals to say that they will go through life together, always considerate of each other's needs and wishes. This card typically points towards a relationship that is based on mutual attraction and romantic inclinations. It reflects the clear, nurturing, supportive, and heartfelt exchange of emotions that is the gift of a romantic relationship. Outside of love, the Two of Cups reflects a partnership of sorts, be it a business partnership, friendship, or even a relationship between a person and their pet. On first glance, the Two of Cups shares a similar message to the Lovers. However, the energy of the Two of Cups is slightly weaker than the Lovers card. Whereas the Lovers is the reunion of two complete beings, the Two of Cups is a less mature union that, stable as it may seem, does have the potential to come undone over a longer period of time. So, while the union is strong now, it is not clear whether the relationship shown by the Two of Cups can stand the test of time. Only the two people involved can decide that. Despite the focus on the two beings shown on this card, the Two of Cups also points to what is happening within the individual. To be truly loved, deeply treasured, and valued highly by others, you must first and foremost strive to create those feelings for yourself. That is, when you work toward loving yourself, you hold your inner spirit in high regard, treating it with deference and deep respect. When you see yourself in this positive light, other people cannot help but respond to your personal sense of value in an equally positive manner. Last but not least, the guidance card for you is the Death. This marker portends a time of transformation, a total change of attitude, the death of the old. Regardless of how death presents itself, it is a necessary aspect of all things. Always remember the phoenix that rises up out of its own ashes to soar in the wind, renewed, filled with life. Death is the winter of things, part of the cycle of life. When you receive this marker, you are reminded that all things have their season. Take courage, for in surrendering to death, in time you will be blessed with extraordinary new life. Rejoice, for that which dies fertilizes and fortifies the new. Endings always point to fresh beginnings.
I hope that you enjoy everything, and if you like the reading, just please click subscribe and you will get instant notifications every time we publish a new video right to your YouTube. Thanks.